Hey guys, MoiKoi here. This episode is gonna be a little bit different. I've been losing a lot. An ungodly amount. Loss streaks are unfortunate events that we all have to deal with from time to time in a competitive multiplayer game. They are almost inevitable, and they can be really harmful to your morale and your mental game. So in this video, I want to talk more about some of the strategies that I use to stay positive regardless of a game's outcome. And while most of my experience comes from League, the things that I say in this video can apply to other team-based, competitive multiplayer games as well. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So we're just gonna get this one out of the way really quick. It's muting or ignoring your toxic teammates. It's a really basic tip that really everyone should know about now. If your teammates are tilting you, or they're affecting your gameplay, and you're spending too much time reading chat, not enough time playing the game and concentrating on your own gameplay, obviously, the best way to mitigate the situation in the moment is to mute them right away. This honestly saves me so many times in game. There's a lot of times when I go into games with my best attitude and some dude has just had a really rough day. Maybe he's also in a loss streak, who knows? But they just take it out on the team, they can't focus, and they just keep typing and typing. Or maybe in the games we play it's just over voice chat. They keep talking, they keep blaming their teammates, they never focus on what they're doing, and it affects the team's gameplay at the end of the day. But maybe your teammate isn't flaming over voice chat, or isn't typing anything. They're just playing in a toxic manner that shows that they are trying to lose the game on purpose. Which brings me to my second tip. Remember that losses are inevitable. You can't win every game. If you could, you wouldn't be watching this video. You'd be chilling with the TL peeps in China sipping on champagne and eating caviar. Hashtag TL win. But seriously, the sooner you realize this, the smoother your games will be. You can't stress yourself out over every loss when you know that losses are natural and they're just something that happens as a result of the competitive nature of the game. At the other end of a massive win streak is someone else's massive loss streak. So just remember not to beat yourself up over every loss. Tip number 3 is probably the most important, and it's the one that's helped me out the most. It's focusing on yourself first. Yeah, I get it. The 0 kill, 12 death, Riven 1 trick running it down at top isn't your fault. But you don't gain anything by blaming someone else. There's always room for improvement, even if the loss wasn't your fault. Did you play perfectly? Did you do everything right? If not, go back and look at your replays. See what you could have done better. Even if it wouldn't have changed the game a single bit, maybe in a future game, it will save you from a fumble that could otherwise cost you the game. Just remember, you can't control what your teammates do or how they play, but you can control your own gameplay. You can learn something new from every game, win or loss. So take an opportunity to learn from your losses and make sure that you secure the win the next time around. Keep track of your short-term and long-term goals regarding your game. It's always good to have goals in anything you do in life, but if you're trying to get better at a competitive video game, having goals can keep you focused through the hard games and the massive loss streaks. It can be the difference between tilting mid-game and flaming your team, and staying cool and playing it out regardless of the outcome. Every time you're in the middle of a tough game that feels like a tilter, just remember where you want to be when the season ends, and this will keep you strong going forward. Last season, after every game, I logged in a small journal that I had my victories and my defeats, and what I did in every game that helped me improve as a player, and it kept me focused towards that goal of becoming a platinum player. Eventually, with enough time, you can start to see patterns on your own gameplay, which can tell you more about the kind of player you are and where you should set your goals for the next season. And finally, tip number 5, take a break. If you've tried everything you've seen in this video so far and it's really not helping you out, then all you gotta do is take a small break or a long break, whatever suits you, as long as you're not tilting. You don't want to keep playing the game that tilts you. It's just bad for your mental health. You're gonna regret it. What's the point of playing a game if it's not fun? I actually did this earlier in the season when I climbed all the way to Platinum 1. I got to Platinum 1 and I hit my Diamond 4 promos around 4 to 5 times and I lost every single time. And I was starting to get a little tilted. So what I did was I just stopped playing the game. And that small break actually turned into a pretty long break. I think I stopped playing the game for around 3 months. And sure, when you come back, you might be a little rusty in terms of your mechanics. The metas might have shifted a little bit, but at the end of the day, you can always get back to where you were. By preserving your positive mentality and not playing the game when it makes you want to quit, you can save yourself a lot of time by not accidentally tilting and dropping your rank lower than it would be if you just took a small break from the game. Well guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I tried getting some good footage this week, but as I said earlier, I'm on a massive loss streak, so I thought maybe I'd make a video about how to stay positive when everything seems to not be working out. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video or learned anything of value, make sure you leave a like, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And I'll see you in the next episode.